Parliament's Education Committee was responding to a petition by Kole North MP Dr. Samuel Opio on school fees hikes, especially in secondary schools.
The Ministry of Education suspends any increase in school fees for the third term. As I've indicated, it was earlier on what was planned, but you can see from the headlines of today, schools increase fees ahead of third term. The increases have already taken place without any due consideration of the ministerial directives that were issued on the first term.
But we need to come out as a committee and be clear. Yes, we know the ministry is doing something, but we cannot wait for the ministry. We are quite independent. We are doing the delegated work of the whole house. So we need to really give this country justice.
On top of this, the committee is proposing a suspension of funding to government-aided schools that have raised their fees this term.
Because the rich can pay 100%. It is wrong for government to aid this school. Then again, people are paying 5 million. Remove that money. Let's put money in our constituencies to support the facility.
We have so many schools in the villages that are suffering at the expense of this so-called government-aided school. We can withdraw that money and put it into some serious good use where schools will appreciate.
All the children must report back to school. They must report back to school. And as the representative of the people, we must take a serious stand and ensure that there is no school dropout because of fees increment in these schools.
Another request by Dr. Pio is for the ministry to suspend schools' board of governors that approve the increment, especially in religious affiliated schools, contrary to the Ministry of Education's directive, through a circular halting any increment.
The Education Act is very clear that the two actions you can take is either to suspend or to dismiss. It does not even provide for the warning letter. I pray that action is taken so that these irresponsible increases in school fees can be addressed.
But who appoints this board of governors? That they feel so superior and they cannot be controlled. Is there any act in the education book that deals with them, and is there an amendment that can be made?
There are issues which are not core. Some schools have included the money for swimming pools, constructing of swimming pools. They have included the money for buying buses for schools. They have put some spices for food. I just don't understand.
The committee wants the Minister of Education to respond to these concerns. Herbert Ziwa, NTV at Parliament.
I've done a good job.